Okay, I actually have a boatload of things to go over. So I'm going to just quickly rapid fire the low, high, acts of kindness. Luckily, it's very easy to tell what they are. Let's see. My low, pretty simple. My Cowboys lost and the Lions lost. So I was wrong about both picks. Fair enough. My high, do I even need to say it was being with my family yesterday? Because that was just great. You know, I told you guys that yesterday was, a day I look forward to because I get to see family that I do sort of get to see a little more often as an adult now, but it really is always a real treat to see them again. And I got to see them again yesterday, so I can't complain. And my act of kindness was I actually helped clean everything off at the table. Yeah, my father and I helped out. Seriously, my father never helps out at all, but, we did it. Plus, there was actually a little Zoom meeting with my mother's side of the family, too, so got to be in a little bit on that. That was nice. So, yeah. Holy cow, do I have a lot to do today. Let's talk about, first, happy Friday, everyone. Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. I know I certainly did. Let's start with yesterday's episode of Hot Ones, which, because of everything I did yesterday, I didn't really get to see till, last night, after The Masked Singer, which I will be getting into momentarily. Yesterday's Hot Ones guest was Lil Nas X, who, if you don't know who that is, you probably heard this song on the radio. Oh, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I wanna ride till I can't no more. Yeah, that song. So that guy. So, he's really chill. He acted really good in terms of, handling his composure. So, it was really great because, we learned a little about, some of the cowboy stuff. He talked about the one time he made a sandwich with Gordon Ramsay. That was really cool. I actually remember seeing that. It was pretty dope. So, yes. Oh, another act of kindness. Of the 43 jars of pickles I made yesterday, 5 of them have already been delivered to their proper destinations and owners. So, see, here's the thing. I made that many jars. I'm having trouble actually narrowing it down to who's going to who. If you can believe it. What can I say? I have a lot of wonderful people in my life. I'm trying to get to as many as I can. So, right. That said, we have, those are hot ones. And, now we get on to the Masked Singer last night, which we now have our Super Six. It now consists of the sun, the popcorn, the seahorse, the crocodile, and now the jellyfish and the mushroom. So sadly, the broccoli was the character to be unmasked. And it wound up being Paul Anka, who was actually Jason Bateman's father-in-law. That was really cool. I mean, of everyone in Group C, I knew for a fact the jellyfish was going to be the one to go to the finals. Although it was funny, I actually saw The Masked Singer at my folks' place last night. It's one of the reasons why I went to bed so late. And my father actually thought that the broccoli was Neil Diamond. I actually thought it was Wayne Newton. Of course, I only learned who Wayne Newton was because I remember watching. My father loves the vacation movies with Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo, so Wayne Newton hit me on Beverly D'Angelo's character in that movie. So yeah, that's how I remember who Wayne Newton was. But it wound up being Paul Anka, who actually wrote My Way for Frank Sinatra. Actually, one of the hints he said, here's how old Paul Anka is. The microwave was invented after he was born. So, he's getting up there in age. But, he's still sang pretty well. Can't argue with that. Of course, in all Group C, the jellyfish is the best. I mean, it's hard to say it's hard to say who's going to win because, without question, the Sun is probably the runaway favorite to win. And keep in mind, this is just pure speculation at this point. The Sun is probably the runaway favorite to win this whole thing. Because she was the first contestant. Her first line blew practically everybody out of the water. But I gotta go back with what Jen McCarthy-Wahlberg said. This is the strongest season they've had. And I concur, it's insane. But with that said, without question, the popcorn may give the Sun a run for her money. I'm talking about who is in which group. But I still think the Sun was the best singer in Group A. The Seahorse is easily the best singer in Group B. No offense to the Crocodile or anything, but, I immediately thought, okay, the Seahorse is going to contend with the Sun this season. When I heard her say. As for Group C, my father made the same mistake I did and thought the mushroom was a woman. But apparently the mushroom is in fact a dude. I don't know. But yeah, as good as the mushroom is, I'm picking the jellyfish to be the best thing in Group C. Although next week they have the Super 6. Week after, I actually looked at the schedule. Next week we have the Super 6. The week after we have the road to the finals. And then in mid-December, or actually late December, we have the finale. This should be quite interesting to see. But, because by that logic, at some point there's going to be a double elimination. Okay. Alright. Looks like we're doing that then. But, enough of that. Let's get into the real meat and potatoes, no pun intended, about this video. This is the second part of the Mom Food Chronicle I did yesterday. So we'll call this Thanksgiving Part 2. Now, yesterday I had Thanksgiving with, a larger group of my family. It was smaller than previous years, but it was still a larger group. Actually, come to think of it, altogether there was about 9 of us. So, yeah, definitely smaller, but it didn't really diminish anything from the love and the quality that, I get from my family, and vice versa. So, I can't really complain. Tonight, I'm having well, here's the thing. We're supposed to do it tonight, but apparently we may do it tomorrow. So, I'll let you know what the plan, I'll let you know probably in tomorrow's video what wound up happening. But, should we actually have it tonight? And again, we could have it tomorrow, but it's going to be the same regardless. I figured doing the Mom Food Chronicle tonight in terms of what happens the day after Thanksgiving, because today is the actual day after Thanksgiving. That's when I normally have this meal. So it makes sense. Tonight, or tomorrow, I'm hoping for tonight though, because it would really throw things out of whack for me in terms of what I'm telling you, kind of. I have a much smaller sort of, Thanksgiving with my mother, my father. Sometimes it would be, if it wasn't, let's be honest, if it wasn't for COVID-19, I'd be able to see my brother, my sister-in-law, my nephews, but I don't think it's going to be the case. And tonight I'm actually going to have my grandparents. So I saw my grandmother yesterday, I'm going to be seeing her again today. That's great. Saw my grandfather yesterday. He doesn't really go out much, but he'll go out tonight to my folks' place, which is pretty cool. That being said, it's easily a much smaller, much more intimate gathering of people. Altogether, as of right now, it's going to be like 5 or 6, which is fine. I mean, again, it doesn't mean it could be a large group. It could be a large group of my family or a small group of my family. As long as I'm surrounded by family, I'm never really going to complain. But because of that, there are a few things that are different. Like, yesterday I said that before we have dinner, there's a whole bunch of hors d'oeuvres. And actually, the only thing I didn't have was the Waldorf salad. Yeah, in terms of the, actually I should say what I had last night too. So, for the appetizers or hors d'oeuvres, the only thing I didn't have was the Waldorf salad. But everything else, there was a cheese and pepperoni plate with crackers. There were deviled eggs that had a slice of pickle on them. They were really good. Mini cocktail weenies. What else is there? Oh yeah, the cheese and pepperoni, and it was one of those platters from Wegmans, which is the happiest place on earth, as I said before. So there was cheese, salami, pepperoni, some grapes. It was all very nice. But I'm getting out of stuff. And of course there was shrimp, which I had a lot of, and I had quite a few of the cocktail wings too. But yeah, I had a lot of food yesterday. Anyway, and of course the dinner was the turkey, mashed potatoes, pureed butternut squash, the stuffing, sort of like roasted cinnamon carrots, green beans and bacon. Like, we had everything under the sun. It was great. Tonight, we're not really going to have quite a lot of that. I can already tell you right now, there aren't going to be hors d'oeuvres. Or if there are, they certainly won't be to the capacity of, shrimp and cocktail sauce or cocktail wings or anything like that. So that's completely out the door. Already, it's much smaller and more intimate. So that just leaves the main dinner. Now, my mother is my mother does a few controversial things. And all throughout the week I've said that there's two things whenever I have Thanksgiving at my folks' place. There are two things I always look forward to. One is usually, they're both like practically always there all the time. One is beloved, the other is slightly controversial. I'll get into that. But in terms of everything else, I presume my mother is going to be making a salad and or green beans. Probably both. Mashed potatoes. There's probably going to be some biscuits. Probably the Pillsbury flaky biscuits, which are awesome. But now we get into the two main things. Let's start with the one that everyone talks about. It's the showstopper. It's the turkey. My mother makes her, and again, it's slightly controversial just because a lot of people did varying opinions on this. But my mom makes her turkey in a bag. It does help keep everything moist. And for the most part, it's a moist bird. You don't quite get the crispy turkey skin that you're planning on, but that's okay because I always go for the dark meat anyway, and the dark meat is always good. I always go for the legs and the thigh. A little bit of thigh meat too is always fantastic. But now let's get into the other thing. The real controversial item that's on the table that I need to talk about. And that is my mother's stuffing. I hold no reservations for what I'm about to tell you, but good God, if it wasn't for the turkey being the center of attention, that stuffing would be the best thing my mom makes today. I am not even kidding. And don't get me wrong, I love stuffing. Stuffing is like the thing I always look forward to at any Thanksgiving related meal. But my mother makes the best stuffing ever. I am not even kidding. Like, it's up there for like the best things my mother's ever made. It's that good. And again, if it wasn't for the turkey, the stuffing would be the best thing that she makes today. But I say it's controversial because it's up in the air, technically, whether or not you stuff the bird or not. My mother actually stuffs the bird with her stuffing. But it's good stuffing. I don't know the whole recipe by heart, obviously. And maybe one day I'll make it myself. But two ingredients that really make it shine in this stuffing. Apples and walnuts. Yes, my mother puts apples and walnuts in her stuffing. And again, good God, it is incredible. In fact, I'm hoping one day when this whole COVID-19 thing is over and we all get together, I'm going to be like, Mom, can you make a turkey with your stuffing? I kind of want to have some friends over. I'm doing that. I want, seriously, my mother's stuffing is like one thing I want to share with everyone. It's that good. It's moist stuffing. It's delicious. Seriously, it's the thing I save for last on the plate. Whenever I have my mom's Thanksgiving meal. And of course you gotta douse everything with gravy, which my mother makes with white wine. So, yeah, this is a meal I always look forward to. For the turkey and the stuffing. You know, when it comes, again, I gotta go with Andrew Zimmern. Stuffing, stuffing, stuffing. That is the side I look forward to the most. But when my mother makes her stuffing, holy cow, it's the best. You know, I'm thinking about, my mouth is watering thinking about it right now. That's how good it is. And maybe someday I'll watch and see how she makes it from scratch. But trust me, when I say, I'm not kidding. That stuffing is easily one of the best things my mother's ever made. I always look forward to the stuffing. I always look forward to that smell when I walk in to her house. I can't say enough about it. It is that good. And needless to say, if I have it tonight or if I have it tomorrow, one thing's for sure, in the video I make the next day, having that stuffing will easily be part of the high. I guarantee you that. So, like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on the social media platforms, turn on notifications on YouTube. Here's the thing. You know what? One last thing. This stuffing is so good. This stuffing is so incredibly good, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something. You know how, like, when no one's looking, there's always going to be someone picking at the turkey? When no one's looking, well, I also pick up the turkey too, but I go back, reach inside the bird, and take out the bits of stuffing that my mom didn't get out. That's how good the stuffing is. I know it sounds incredibly weird and gross, but that is that good stuffing. I am not kidding. Anyway, like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social platforms, turn on using YouTube. I'm very humbled to make this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today, and hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Friday or day after Thanksgiving, or maybe you're having another Thanksgiving. Who's to say? And remember, you guys, I want to talk to the channel. I'm always going to be here to lend an ear and I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.